Today, we are looking at understanding faith, the big God apostle. So let's start with what is faith?
Yes, well, you're welcome. By Bible definition or the Bible standard, it says in Hebrews 11:1, it said, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. So if we are going to pick two captivating concordance there, we have to look at substance, we have to look at evidence. Because substance is something that is tangible. And evidence is also something that is tangible. We'll look at tangible and intangible objects. So substance is a tangible object. Evidence is a tangible object. So which means we need to see it. So faith is being seen. So after a period of time, but if we look at the general perspective or general definition of faith, it says faith is a strong belief on a religious belief based on spiritual conviction with proof. Because the proof comes after, which is the evidence. So, but as believers, we'll go with the biblical definition, which is faith, the sort of things, for evidence of things not seen. So that is faith. You've not seen it, but having faith and having a strong belief, a strong conviction that what I am hoping for, I'm going to get it. That is faith. Yes. Putting your trust on God, putting your total expectations on God. That is faith. Yes. So it's not wrong for you to put your total expectation on God. It's not wrong for you to put your total hope and dependency on God. But as you said, understanding faith. If we had to join that clause to it, and if we had to join understanding faith, that means that there are certain tools and ways that makes the faith come to reality. Understanding is, if you have understanding, if I said, go to the ant, O ye sluggard, learn of his ways. The ant has faith, but they keep walking to and fro. And he said they gather food in the dry season, and in the rainy season, the water covers their hole, but they are there eating inside the ground. They don't complain, which means faith has to do with work. If you understand faith, you must work. So understanding of faith comes in when you now add it with work. That means you have the one to have a proper understanding of how faith works. Faith does not work without works. Like I said earlier, sometime on this same program, that faith and work are like the x and y of a simultaneous equation. Without x and y, it's not a simultaneous equation. And they'll say find x when you are giving y, or find y when you are giving x. So the work is what you keep working, which is they're giving you as a loan to keep working with it until you find x, which is the faith. So the work enables you to find faith.
Okay, that is an amazing one. So now, how do we put our faith to work? How do we put our faith to work? Is there any advantage or disadvantage if we don't work by faith?
A lot of disadvantages if you don't work by faith. First, you are working. You must have a concept.
But how do we know if it's faith? You see, sometimes we have belief, all right, and I know too well that belief is different from faith. Okay, belief is totally different from faith. Now, someone can say, I believe this thing, but he doesn't have the faith. I don't know how that works. So, how do we know that when we are exercising is faith and not belief?
Yes, like the definition of faith in the general perspective, it says it's a strong belief. It's a strong belief on a supernatural or spiritual conviction or on a religious conviction based on spiritual grounds with proof. So yes, belief is the primary thing. That's right. Belief is the primary thing. So if there is belief, there must be a strong belief, a strong indication of belief. So belief must grow to an extent where it can become faith. Yes, not at the primary stage. It must grow to an extent. A strong conviction. So when there's a strong conviction, that's why there's a strong belief. So that is where faith comes in. And whether there's a belief or there is faith, without attaching works to it, it also makes the faith to be a weak one.
Okay.
So for the faith to be a strong one, there must be work attached to it. And the level of determination of the work gives the faith also a stronger determination of faith. That's the truth. Because a little slumber, a little sleep, poverty overtakes you. So there must be works, and the works must be of a higher pedigree. Because you believe in it, you hope on it, all your mind is set on it. You sleep about it. You dream about it. You are walking about it. You are confessing it. So there's no way to not come to pass. It must surely come to pass.
Okay. Right. So now, if we want to exercise our faith, now you said something that when you believe strong enough, it turns to faith when you're believing of something. But in a scenario where we waited for a very long time as a Christian, you might be praying for some certain things and prayed and prayed and prayed. That thing has not come to its full potential. Now the Bible says something like faith without work is dead. So if it's faith, then it will definitely work. Okay. And you have been praying over these things for years and it has not come to pass. At this point you just want to give up. Okay, most times Christians just have to when they give up. Okay. Now at that point, you tell me that this person is slightly faith or belief.
Now you see, faith in the Bible was not quantified with respect to the time of waiting. Because Abraham, who is the father of faith, check how long he waited for Isaac. Check his works. Now, faith is one thing that first you must be, by all standard, be qualified for it. No, I want us to look at this from this biblical standard. Because everybody say faith. Like you didn't go to school and you're hoping to be the president of Nigeria someday. How possible could that be? Your faith could be very strong, even stronger than the Rock of Gibraltar. You understand? But you didn't go to school. So how will it be? Because even the Constitution make room that for presidency, this is the level of education. You understand? So what I'm trying to say, like Abraham was officially qualified to be a father. He was not single. He was married. So Sarah was there. So the both of them were qualified to have children. So this is where we're talking about faith when you are qualified. We're not talking about faith when you are not qualified. Now, in the midst of qualification, there are 1,001 persons that are qualified. That's the truth. As that time Abraham and Sarah were not having children, also there also could be other people in the same environment as that their generation, also who were not having children. He said when Elijah met the widow of Zarephath, there were other widows. You understand this? So there are other people who are qualified. That is when you are qualified, then grace cannot find you. Grace cannot find you. So then Job was qualified. Check how long he waited. So faith for a Christian to say he wants to give up because you have waited 1 year, you have waited 2 years, you have waited 5 years, is not a criterion. Because faith is not qualified on the time of message. It's God that answers. So it determined when to come. It came when he wanted to come for Abraham. It came when he wants to come for Job. So we have no right to decide the creation, telling or detecting for the creator when to come. No, the creator decides when to visit the creation. The Bible says at every evening he comes to the garden just to discuss with Adam. He comes every evening. So he decides when to come. So faith do not give us a time precision. Do not give us a time precision. Our own is to wait. It's a day that wait upon the Lord.
So do God love to see children waiting and suffering to come? I also want to say, okay, I just want to see us suffer, and I just want you to suffer. If you suffer and suffer, you don't give up, then I can come. God use that as a basis to message.
No. Remember that it was God that showed Satan Job. It's one of the questions you just asked me. That's why I'm giving this reference. So I did not ask me. So did God like Job to suffer? No. Remember that we are not looking onto the kingdom of the earth. We are looking onto the kingdom of heaven, which we are going to inherit forever. So, and he said to Satan, Satan, what are you doing here? He said, I've been moving to and fro, seeking for who to devour. Who does he want to devour? The children of God. And the Lord said, when the devil comes like a flood, I'm going to raise a standard. So it's not you raising the standard, it's God that's raising the standard. So what you are only being used for is a vessel unto honor. That's what we are being used for. And he cited, he said, have you not seen my servant Job? And the devil said, oh, it's not because at the time he tries, I know, he said, have you not, it's not because you built an edge round about him. He said, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so the Lord round about his people. So he said, that's the edge. He said, it's not because you build an edge, it's okay, go, but don't touch his soul. So Job was as a vessel unto honor. So God is not interested in it. He's not happy to see his children suffering, but we are supposed to be used as vessel unto honor. The devil tried, and he tried everything that he could try. And he now removed his hand and said, oh, Job, truly, I can now understand why God recommended you. So as believers, what if God recommends you the way he recommended Job? Will you go to disappoint God? So why not endure? He said, he that endures to the end. That's what the Bible tells us as a believer. Perseverance, patience, long-suffering are part of the quality of this fruit of the Spirit of God, which we've gained. And he said, be of good cheer, have overcome the world. So it's not in his interest for him to be happy, but for him to see that you are a vessel unto honor. And he said, I will say to that faithful servant, come in, receive your crown, and come in. Because you've made him proud. Remember I said, who will go? Who will I send? Nobody. Who? Even the elders, the 24 elders, they were all looking at themselves. Nobody could open the book. And the Messiah came, the Michael, and said, send me, Father, I will go. And after he came, check all what he endured for 33.5 years. Check the death, painful. But the Bible said in Revelation, when he came, he said, behold the Lamb that sits on the throne at the right hand of God. The Bible said, he's equal to God, but he made himself not equal to God. So check such positions. So we are not on earth to suffer that God takes pleasure in it, but rather we are only working as a vessel unto honor for us to have an estimable throne in heaven.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, like I always say before, you need to send in your question. If you have any question asked, you need to send in your question. Next week, we are definitely looking at insults to our men of God, the danger behind it when we talk against the men of God, the danger behind talking against the prophet. So we are definitely looking at that next week, and I will of course be ready to handle, because we've seen a lot of lessons talking about the prophet, talking about the men of God, that. We want to know what are the dangers behind it. Is there any implication? There is none. And because there are things, but if there is, then we know how we can do our steps. So we're going to be looking at that next. But before we call it to back, we are supposed to, of course, we need you to give us a detail of the ministry and how we can become worshiping alongside you.
Okay, we are a Touch from God Ministries, located at 7 minutes Shinda Street, Elimbu, Port Harcourt. Days of services. Tuesdays are fasting and prayers. We start from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. And from 12 noon to 4 p.m. is our counseling period. Then every Friday is an evening with the Lord, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. with an exception of the second and the last Friday of every month, with our night vigil tagged A Night with God. A night with God, as the name implies, is a night where you come and you're going to go back the same. Come with all your expectations, and the Lord will meet you at the point of contact of your needs. And on Sundays, we have 2 services. The first one runs from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and the second from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, which is our gracious services. Come, and you will meet the gracious Lord on the throne, and you will never go back the same as you come. The Lord bless you as you come. Thank you.